Most people think getting rich is a mystery. They think it's reserved for a chosen few who were born with luck, connections, or some special talent. But let me tell you something. Getting rich is easier than you think. Wealth isn't about miracles, it's about methods. It isn't about luck, it's about laws. And the same laws that work for others will work for you, if you're willing to follow them. Wealth always begins as a thought before it ever shows up as a number in your bank account. You can't build riches on the outside if you are poor on the inside. Some people try to chase opportunities without first changing the way they think. And that's why they never hold on to anything they get. You see, if your mind is full of limitations, even when money comes your way, you'll find a way to lose it. But if your mind is full of possibilities, even with little, you'll find a way to multiply it. It's a law of life. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you see yourself as broke, struggling, unworthy, then opportunities will pass you by because you won't even recognize them. But the moment you begin to see yourself as capable, deserving, and able to create value, you start noticing doors you never saw before. Your mind has to go there first long before your wall it does. Think about it. Every building was once a picture in someone's imagination. Every fortune was once a decision in someone's heart. The wealth you admire in others didn't begin with cash. It began with courage. That means you don't have to wait until the bank says you're wealthy before you start thinking wealthy. Begin now. Think like a builder. Think like an investor. Think like someone who is worthy of abundance. If you change your philosophy, you change your life. The poor man and the rich man might have the same 24 hours in a day, but what separates them is not the clock. It's the way they think about time, money, and opportunity. So before you worry about strategies, before you chase tactics, start with your mind. Because the moment your thoughts rise, your circumstances can't help but rise to meet them. The marketplace doesn't pay for wishes, it pays for value. You don't get rich by hoping, dreaming, or even complaining about what you deserve. You get rich by bringing something of worth to the table. Think of it this way. If you stand in front of the bank with your hands out, you'll go home empty. But if you walk into the marketplace with a skill, a service, an idea that solves problems, suddenly money begins to flow toward you. It's not magic. It's the law of value exchange. The world doesn't reward you for the hours you put in. It rewards you for the results you produce. That's why two people can work the same 8 hours and earn completely different incomes. One has learned how to multiply their impact. The other is just trading time. The question is never how much am I getting? The question is how much value am I giving? Because when you give more, the marketplace can't help but give you more back. If you want a bigger paycheck, don't beg for it, become more valuable. Learn a new skill, develop your talent, sharpen your craft. Wealth comes to those who make themselves useful. Think about it. The surgeon who can save a life in 1 hour is paid more than someone who can only push a broom in the same hour. Why? Because the marketplace values the difference in contribution. If you increase your ability to solve bigger problems, you automatically increase your ability to earn bigger rewards. So here's the truth. Getting rich is not about luck, and it's not about shortcuts. It's about asking yourself daily, how can I bring more to the people around me? How can I serve better, lead better, create better? The moment you focus less on money and more on value, money will start chasing you instead of you chasing it. The marketplace is fair. It may not be instant, but it is fair. Over time, it pays every man and woman exactly what they are worth. And if you don't like what you're earning right now, don't get bitter, get better. Desire alone is not enough to make you wealthy. Everybody wants something. They want more money, a bigger house, freedom, recognition. But wanting is easy. Wanting doesn't create wealth. Desire only becomes powerful when it is joined with discipline. Discipline is the bridge that turns dreams into reality, ideas into action, and potential into profit. Without discipline, your desires remain nothing more than wishes whispered into the wind. Think about it, you may dream of earning more, but if you spend recklessly, procrastinate endlessly, or quit when things get hard, that dream will never materialize. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather. But discipline is consistent. Discipline is showing up when you don't feel like it, doing what you must do even when it's uncomfortable, and making the tough choices that others avoid. That is how desire transforms into dollars. Discipline is also about timing and patience. The wealthy understand that short-term sacrifice leads to long-term reward. They delay instant gratification and invest in what grows. They work when others sleep, save when others spend, and learn when others are distracted. Small, disciplined actions repeated day after day may seem ordinary at first, but over time they compound into extraordinary results. The wealthy don't necessarily take bigger risks. They simply stay disciplined long enough for their efforts to pay off. Every successful person you admire has one thing in common. They were disciplined when it mattered most. They resisted the temptation to quit, to spend recklessly, or to follow the crowd. Discipline is not glamorous, but it is powerful. It takes desire, molds it, sharpens it, and directs it. Without discipline, desire is like a car without an engine, beautiful, but going nowhere. With discipline, desire becomes unstoppable, turning ideas into income, ambition into assets, and dreams into dollars. Money is a tool, not a goal, and it always grows where it is respected. Too many people treat money carelessly. They spend it as soon as it comes, chase fleeting pleasures, or make poor decisions because they think money is meant to be used up quickly. But wealth doesn't work that way. Money, like a seed, needs care, attention, and respect to grow. If you treat it recklessly, it disappears. If you treat it wisely, it multiplies. Respecting money means understanding its power and potential. Every dollar you earn carries the possibility of growth if you handle it correctly. That means saving instead of spending everything, investing instead of wasting, and learning instead of ignoring opportunities to increase your financial intelligence. The person who respects money doesn't complain about how little they have. They focus on how well they can make what they have work for them. Wealth is not about how much you get. It's about how much you keep, nurture, and grow. Think of money like water. Pour it into the wrong places, and it runs away. Pour it into fertile ground, investments, education, businesses, growth, and it multiplies, creating abundance far beyond the initial amount. Respecting money also means avoiding the traps of envy, arrogance, and impatience. The wealthy know that quick gains are rarely lasting, and reckless spending can undo years of effort in a moment. Treat your money like a partner, not a toy. Give it purpose, give it direction, give it time to grow. The people who struggle financially often lack respect for money. They see it as something to be taken for granted, something to be burned through, or something that comes and goes by chance. But those who get rich understand that money responds to care. It grows where there is planning, prudence, patience, and wisdom. Every time you save instead of waste, invest instead of ignore, and learn instead of remain blind, you are planting seeds that will bear fruit in ways that can transform your life. Respecting money is not about fear or obsession. It's about understanding its role in creating freedom and opportunity. The moment you start honoring every dollar, using it wisely, and letting it work for you, the doors of wealth swing wide open. Money doesn't just fall into the hands of those who chase it. It flows to those who treat it with respect. Wealth is not built in a day, and it is rarely built through a single, dramatic action. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a week and underestimate what they can accomplish in a decade. That's why the truly wealthy understand the power of small, consistent steps. Every little action you take, every small decision you make, compounds over time, sometimes quietly, almost invisibly, until it creates results far beyond what you imagined. Think about it. A single penny saved may seem meaningless, but if saved consistently and invested wisely, it grows exponentially. A skill learned a little each day, a habit improved slightly over time, a relationship nurtured patiently. These small actions compound in ways that create massive returns. Riches don't arrive in a single stroke. They arrive in a series of small strokes repeated day after day, month after month, year after year. The key is consistency. The key is patience. The key is believing that small efforts matter. Most people fail because they want instant results. They want to get rich overnight, and when it doesn't happen, they give up. But the truth is, the power of compounding doesn't rush. It quietly rewards those who keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps seem. Saving a little, learning a little, investing a little, giving a little. All these small moves add up. Over time, they snowball into wealth that feels almost magical. But it's no magic at all. It's the law of consistent, disciplined action. Small steps also build confidence and momentum. Every small success, no matter how minor it seems, fuels your belief in yourself. Every small step forward reinforces that you can create results, that you can learn, grow, and achieve. And as your confidence grows, your actions grow bolder, your goals grow bigger, and your wealth grows faster. The accumulation is not just in money. It is in skills, habits, knowledge, and character. All of these compound together, creating a richness in life that money alone cannot buy. So never underestimate the power of small steps. Start today, start where you are, and keep moving consistently. The wealthy understand this secret. It's not giant leaps that create lasting riches, it's the steady, disciplined, patient steps taken over time. If you commit to that principle, in a few years, you won't even recognize the life you have built. The seeds you plant today will bear fruit tomorrow, and those fruits will multiply, creating a harvest far greater than you ever imagined. So my friend, getting rich is easier than you think, not because it's effortless, but because the rules are simple. Think bigger, add more value, stay disciplined, respect money, take small steps consistently. If you do these 5 things, you'll find that wealth is not reserved for a lucky few. It's available to anyone who dares to believe and works the plan.